Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Mikey here and today we are watching another Shark Tank pitch. This time it's going to be Chubby Buttons on Shark Tank. This is something I've not heard of, and so I'm interested to see where we go. The title here says this business is going to be in a competitive market, so it might be something that's pretty common. Maybe they found a way to innovate it, but we're about to find out. Make sure you stay tuned at the end of the video for a quick look up and search of the company to see where they are now, how they're doing after Shark Tank. Was it a successful product? We'll find out together. If you have not already, and if you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I post videos like this. But without further ado, let's dive right on in.
Next up is a better way to handle your tech.
Hi, Sharks.
My
name's Justin. This is my business partner, Mike. We're in the tank today seeking $250,000 in exchange for 8% of our company.
$250 for 8%.
Revolutionizes the way active, busy people interact with their smartphones.
If it's anything like the first one,
Sharks,
we already know this is might be a little high.
Mike,
we'll see. Maybe they have sales.
What up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Mike?
Hey, Mike.
He's not listening.
Mike, we're on national television, Mike!
Sorry, I have my earbuds in. Let me just pause my tunes real quick.
The struggle.
That didn't work. Let me just...
The struggle with gloves.
my
If you've
earbud.
ever lived in a cold environment, you know how how much of a struggle this
Every
can
time
be.
Mr. Mikey struggles over here, wants to play, pause, or adjust his volume, this is the hilarity that ensues. But
I really think this is
with the
glove
invention,
related.
Mikey struggles no more. This is Chubby Buttons.
Oh,
Ultimate
okay.
wearable remote for action sports.
That's what I'm talking about. With Chubby Buttons, I have total control over all the essential functions of my smartphone while I have my gloves on. My hands stay warm, my phone stays in my pocket, safe from all the elements. I'm able to focus my attention ahead while shredding safely down the mountain.
Okay, so let's pause right here. Okay, so Chubby Buttons. So let's talk about this really quick. So right now we are looking at this packaging. Right away, I noticed this says Chubby Buttons 2. So this tells me that this is not the first iteration of this product. This is at least round 2 of this product. So I wonder what was wrong with round 1. If that is the case, I'm sure we'll find out here pretty soon. But just overall, just my general feedback so far on the pitch itself. This is a good pitch so far. The product itself, I think, is interesting. I personally have not seen something similar to this in the market, so I'm not sure if I haven't seen something like this. So, you know, they say it's a competitive market, so I'm interested to see what else is out there that is similar to this. But I think it's cool. Just based off of this would be something that's, I'm not a tech person. I like tech, but I'm not tech in terms of coding and the software side of it. But I would imagine that something like this is going to be pretty simple. This kind of reminds me of the copy and paste button that I saw on Shark Tank a little while ago. Very similar, you know, but Mark is in the tech space, obviously, and Mark made a comment that it was very simple. It's just some coding for those 2 buttons, and it's very easy for someone to recreate. So this just kind of reminds me of that in the sense that these are just play, stop, forward, rewind type buttons. So I would imagine that they'd be pretty easy to manufacture. So I would imagine that they're probably selling this no more than $10, I would say. But let's find out.
Or
Okay.
riding the open road.
And Chubby Buttons isn't just for
Yeah,
outdoor enthusiasts.
I mean, this would be something
Our
that you could
customers
use in
are constantly
a lot
finding
of different
new ways
types of
to press our
situations.
buttons. With our nano-stick backing, you could even use it around the house, whether you're cooking in the kitchen with messy hands or even sing along in the
That's
shower.
cool.
It sticks magically to most non-porous surfaces, just like this.
It's a better way to interact
I don't
with
see
your
that
smartphone.
being
So, Sharks,
used
who
too
wants to
often.
make a fast stack of cash with Chubby Buttons? Ta-da!
All right.
So in front of you,
It's
you'll notice
over.
we gave you a couple of Chubby Buttons units.
It Bluetooth connects to my phone?
It sure does.
So Bluetooth,
Barbara,
okay.
you know, you're the queen skier of the group, so we would love if you could.
I didn't know
put on
Barbara
those
liked
gloves
to
we
ski.
gave you.
Yes.
So it's actually already hooked up to my phone right here. So let's say we're about to, start skiing down the mountain, and we got some tunes playing, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? Now, this song's good, but could be a little better. Maybe you could hit the plus button, increase the volume.
Barbara's always so funny. I love her.
Yeah, get a little louder.
Yeah.
Okay, so volume up and
Shift it
down.
up, Barb.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can press play again. All right, so let's just say that, you're listening to music just like that. We can control all the media from your smartphone, or you can pick up phone calls. You can decline phone calls.
It's very easy to work, and you can do nothing in a ski glove, honestly.
Nothing, right?
People on the mountain are always taking the ski glove off all day long.
Yeah, that's how we started the company. We've been best friends since we're 13. We went to high school together.
Okay, so these people have been together for a while. They know each other for a long time, which is could be good or bad,
And I was listening to music. The problem was this whole fiasco that
and it started with them skiing.
Here actually happened in real time. At a certain point, I said, Justin, I just wish there was a big fat button I could use to control my phone. And we kind of looked at each other, and our gears started going.
Let me just let it keep playing for a second.
We kind of thought that big fat buttons may not have been the best marketing word for this, so we molded around a little bit, ended up with Chubby Buttons.
I like Chubby, yeah. Chubby's cool. Chubby Buttons.
We've been actively selling for 3 years.
3 years, okay. So they're about to talk about sales, so let's pause it really quick. I love the Chubby Buttons. The name of the company, the name of the product is cool. I like that. That's something that they talk about often in Shark Tank. Some people come in with names that are just not the greatest, and so this one's good. I like it. I like Chubby Buttons a lot. And I was going to say something else. So obviously this was born out of the guy was skiing. There was a need for this product, obviously, and as I think Mark says this a lot. Every great invention, starts from a need, right? You're filling a need. You're creating something that isn't already there that makes your life easier. And so I think that's where this product would probably do best, is going to be in the active type realm. So places like Dick's Sporting Goods and even in places like Walmart and Target, but in the actual fitness section, the sports section, that kind of area, because that's where this to me makes the most sense. I don't see this being really used in the kitchen, like they said, and in the shower. Like, sure, maybe some people would, but I don't think that it would be used as much in those types of scenarios. But I mean, we'll see what their sales are. So let's dive right into the sales. 3 years, so hopefully, usually there's a progression. Year one is probably lower, and then it's usually going to get higher from there. But let's see.
Sales. So in 2021, we brought in $500,000 of top line revenue.
Wow, 500,000 first year.
600,000 in top line revenue.
Only 100,000. Okay.
And what do they cost you to make?
So it's about 1157 and 1337 landed. And
wow.
$79.99.
Wow.
$79.90.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's pause here again, because I thought that this was going to be like a $10 product, and it's $80 for this product. I would not pay $80 for this personally. But that doesn't mean that other people, obviously $500,000 in their first year, then $6 in the next year. People obviously like the product and are buying it at least. I'm interested to see what year 3 was. But wow, I was really expecting this to be like $10. That surprised me.
83% margins.
And what percentage of your sales, the $500,000 to $600,000, are you spending on marketing?
Yeah,
but great margins.
Spend about between $12,000 and $15,000 per month.
So what's the customer acquisition cost?
$26.
12 to 15, that's a lot.
What's the biggest
26, not
application
bad.
for the product? Is it skiing?
So when we created it, it was mainly for skiers and snowboarders, but we had
Which
no
makes
idea
sense.
that all these
I
other
like
people wanted to
snowboarding. I would use it for snowboarding.
Motorcyclists, pilots,
but that's about it.
Boxers, choreographers.
Yeah, sailors too. They bring it on their boat and they adhere it because they're busy with ropes. And fishermen.
Is it waterproof?
It's water resistant. So you can take it into the shower. People have adhered it to their jet skis and.
Okay, the fact that it's waterproof, that's good.
And your customer acquisition costs combined are $40. You sell it for $80. You make $40 of contribution. That's basically what's going on here. You take that, you buy more inventory, right? You haven't taken any money out of the business yet?
No. So we have one investor right now.
Okay. I wonder how much they own.
So
$250,000 was the initial investment.
Which is what
Guys,
they're
I'll
asking
clearly
them
text
for.
Look, I think there's a real risk from voice automated products like Alexa headphones or Google headphones. It's just not a fit for me. So for those reasons, I'm out.
I see that. What Mark? I'm gonna pause really quick. I see what Mark's saying here with the voice automation, and everything's moving into the future with that hands-free type technology. But at the same time, I don't know if Mark has snowboarded or ski. He probably has. But when you're snowboarding and skiing and you're on the slopes, if you are trying to actively change your music or change the song, change the volume, answer a call, you probably would answer a call, but any of those other functions, it would be really hard for you to do that voice with your voice, because you're going down the mountain, the wind is going by really fast, it's making a lot of noise in your headphones. Even if you're on a chairlift, you still have a lot of wind, and that's going to be interfering with that voice. And there's also a lot of people. You're outdoors. There's usually a lot of people on the mountain when you're out snowboarding and skiing. So to Mark's point there, with other instances, sure, but with the active type sports, when you're actively engaging in those sports, even on a boat, and if you're sailing, it's going to be really noisy. So I think that the button would be helpful for something like this.
I could help this, honestly. It's not for me. I'm out.
Okay,
Look,
so
guys,
Mark and Barbara are both
I don't
out.
know if it's going to survive long term, because I do think AirPods are getting more sophisticated. I mean, I just see a technical
Robert's about to go out.
to it, but I wish you all the best. I'm out.
that's fine. Thank you so much.
You're really nice guys. I mean, honestly,
I'm guessing we're
like, you have so
going to
much
get
fun
an
up
all
there. I
roads
can
lead to
see that
Mr.
your
Wonderful
relationship
coming
was
out
really
soon.
wonderful.
And he's going to want a
I think
royalty.
it's really smart product.
Thank you.
No, I'm not.
Lori's
super
probably gonna go
techy
out.
in person. I know enough, but I can't predict like what's going to be the next thing, how soon.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm out.
Well, listen, it's such a simple product. I like it. Here's an offer.
Mhm.
Right?
Here we
I'll
go.
give you $250,000. I want 10%. I want a royalty, of course, but I'm not that greedy.
I knew I saw that
I'm gonna
royalty
take
coming.
$10 a unit till I get back $1 million. I get 3x on my money, and then we ride off.
$10
into the
a
sunset,
unit, that's a
hoping
big
that this
royalty.
product turns into a company,
Wow.
because I'm hoping you guys
I
come
mean,
up
they
with some other ideas.
kind of can afford it with
do
their
make,
margins, but wow.
Once all is said and done, about $12 per unit. So it's about a 15%.
But it's not. It's not
Wow.
You cannot
It
do
gives-
We
that.
can't do a $10 royalty. It's a lot.
You can counter.
The royalty is.
I wonder they never said what year
for us.
3 was, I don't
that
think.
We wouldn't mind doing a $2 royalty.
Ooh.
Could you really
10 to
afford
2.
that?
Let me
I
think
know,
about
it
that.
doesn't
I will
seem you could
be
afford any royalty.
178 years old when I get paid back.
278, Kevin.
Well,
You
let's think
forgot
about
a
this.
millennial.
We have we have a couple of thousand units in stock. With your help, we're making more. We're making about 16,500 units.
It's not a company yet. It's a product. It's a good product. I could see using
Product,
it.
right.
I mean, all of those things are great, but it's got to be a $10 royalty. Yeah, it's a little tight.
Kevin,
but
you're going to bankrupt them at $10
no.
a unit.
Yeah, that's too
Your
much,
customer
especially if
acquisition
that's how much that
cost is
how much
likely
they're
to go down now that
making.
you're on Shark Tank.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm betting on, that you can afford to pay me back. It's not my fault that you asked me for
That's still a
$4
lot.
million for basically, a nice little product, but that's a lot of money.
A quick question. Instead of a royalty that you described, if we were to have a higher equity portion for you, would that be something that would
No,
be considered?
because the reason you want me
He
to get
wants
a
his
royalty, I know
money
this may
back.
sound crazy to you, but our incentives are aligned. I want you to sell more units.
Right.
That's still
But
too
Kevin,
much,
why
though.
wouldn't you go up in the percentage?
It's always interesting to hear this on the other side.
He
but
always
they're
says
not
this.
writing checks.
He
What
always
you
says
say?
this.
No checks, no checks, no checks. So look, it's okay if you don't
At the
take
end of the day, it's his
tomorrow
money on the
morning when I
line,
wake up,
so-
I'll still be Mr. Wonderful.
Right now.
Unfortunately.
He'll still be rich.
Would you go down to a $3 royalty?
No. You're not selling enough units.
Well, with your help, I would imagine we could be selling a lot more.
Well, I'm hoping that's the case, because I'd like to get back my
But wouldn't you
$250,000.
also like to be part of the business for longer than it takes to sell us out of business?
Once I put it in my portfolio, my team goes to work. What do you think I do? I try and think of all the companies
I wonder
over
what
the years.
all
I've
these
Bid
people's
you to give
teams
him
really
a
look
royalty
like.
that.
We'd like to counter by offering.
If she's
15%
saying this,
for
I wonder if she's gonna
250 as
come
an
in.
equity. We want to raise it to compensate for you.
Sometimes they do that.
A royalty of $1 per unit until you make your investment back.
They went from 3 to 1.
No.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
That's it.
Appreciate
No
it.
deal.
Thank you,
I like that. That's awesome. All right, let's stop it there. So overall, I mean, I think that they had a really good pitch. I like their pitch. It was succinct. It was clear. They demonstrated what the product was and its uses, which I really like. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. The product itself, like I mentioned, I thought it was like a $10 product, but it turns out it's an $80 product. I personally would not pay that, and I have also never heard of Chubby Buttons before. So it really makes me wonder if they're still in business. How did they do? I mean, they went from a 500 to 600, and then I'm not sure what year 3 was, but they obviously were doing good, at least in the years that they were selling. And I don't even remember what years those were. I don't know if they mentioned it. By the look of the quality of this video that I'm currently looking at, it doesn't seem like it was at least one of the most current seasons, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to do just some quick research to see where this company is now, how they did after the tank, even though they did not get a deal. And I will come back and report that to you shortly. So stay tuned. All right. Hello, everybody. I am back, and I have done a little bit of research on this company. So let's dive into my findings. So according to this article that was written kind of the middle of this year, it looks like Chubby Buttons is still in business, which is good. They've been doing strong, and according to this, after the Shark Tank episode, that gave them a bit of buzz, as most episodes do for these companies and entrepreneurs. What I am seeing is that it's actually a lot of motorcycle riders seems to be a really big audience for them. And what this article is saying is that a lot of the reviews specifically talk about the safety features or the safety aspect of this product, which makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, when people are riding their bikes, it makes sense that they don't have to, with this product, they don't have to pull out their phones to change the music, increase the volume, answer a call, all those things. This kind of takes care of that, which is kind of what I mentioned earlier when we were watching the video, is that these really active type, this is not a sport, but these active type situations is when this product is going to make the most sense. So that's good for them so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at their website to see what we see there. So their website is still running, so that tracks. They are still in business. I'm on their shop right now, and it looks like the only product that I see on their shop is this Chubby Buttons 2. The price on here is $75, $74.99, and right now they're running a 25% off sale. That brings it down to $56.25 for the holidays, looks like. They have 3 different color options. They have 201 reviews, 5-star reviews on their website, so that's good as well. People seem to like the product. I'm scrolling through here, looking at the frequently asked questions. One of the ones that sticks out to me is, can I purchase a replacement armband? They do have replacement armbands, but they're for the same exact ones that they sell originally. One thing that I think would be really good for this product would be to diversify that a little bit and add some SKUs to their website. They could very easily add a bunch of different designs for the armbands themselves, so where people, when they shop for the product, they can buy multiple armbands, and that will increase their income right there. I could very easily see people wanting to have different types of armbands, even if it's not with the first purchase. They might want it down the road to just kind of change it up a little bit. So that would be something that I would recommend for this company for sure. Let's go ahead and look at their social media. Looks like they are on Instagram and Facebook. Looking at their Instagram, they have 2,246 followers, so not a whole lot there. But they have some followers, which is good, obviously. They last posted in August of 21, or August 21st this year. So it doesn't seem like they post very often. Which obviously they should take advantage of, especially with their second to last post was of Shark Tank, or at least a mention of Shark Tank. So they should definitely take advantage of that. I think a lot more than it seems like they currently are. But hey, they're at least still in business. They were able to thrive outside of the Shark Tank, which is good. Would an investment have made it better or easier for them? Maybe, probably. I mean, what they were trying to get the 250,000 for 8%, I think was the initial ask. With their sales, I mean, I could see a shark biting if it was a different type of product or business, but I think the fact that, one, this is it was just a product. It wasn't a full-blown company. It was really a product, and they talk about that a lot in Shark Tank. I think that was probably to their detriment, but at the same time, it seemed like a lot of the sharks thought in the similar, or thinking the same thing in terms of, in today's day and age, you can use voice activation for a lot of this stuff, but I really don't agree with that 100%, because with these types of situations, if you're riding a motorcycle or you're snowboarding down a mountain, I can't talk to Siri. She's not going to hear me. I can't talk to Alexa or any of these other things. They're not going to hear me when you have the wind kind of rushing by like that. But for me, the price point is just too much. I feel like it's really expensive. I mean, they get them landed in for just under $12, I think it was. They could price this much lower and probably get a lot more sales. At least that's my opinion. People would take more of a chance, but like I mentioned at the beginning, I thought this was a $10 product. But anyway, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion on this product. Would you buy this? Have you bought this? If you bought this, what is your feedback? Do you like the product? Would you buy it again now that you use the product? Let me know what you think. How did you think their pitch went? If you don't already, please hit that like button, follow, and subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post next. And you probably hear my dog shaking all over, but that's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, until the next video, we will see you later.